Zamora.
Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking
When
above the
you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
Says when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses. Wow.
I thought you
think
were
about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading?
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you. It's like, oh yeah,
Great deals.
computers and accessories
wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Do it again.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone.
It's
It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh.
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. 'Cause GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show is off and running. It is Thursday, October 7th, 2021. Thank you for being here wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming. Could be Twitch, could be YouTube. Oh, Twitter. GamingMorningShow.tv, where you yourself likely watched that person on the bottom left host a show, the person on the top left, called GMS After Dark. It was absolutely great. How do you feel? First show in the books.
Who did a show?
That guy. That guy's voice you hear is Look It's Myko, and he has a show.
I do. I also have some cantaloupe. Oh, yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. I'm gonna talk with my mouth full. Sorry. That's really rude.
Do you know why the Melons decided to have a wedding?
No, why?
It's a cantaloupe.
Yep, that's great. Last night was a blast. It was a lot of fun. I had a really good time, and it was a little chaotic, you know, a little crazy, but it was fine. You know,
because
Papa Paws is wrong.
We'll
I
get
obviously
married.
won. I won the draft. I have Dunkin' and Chuck E. Cheese. So, hello. But thanks to Sean and Chris for coming and making that such a good time. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Fun.
Sean.
Wonderful.
Sean.
It was wonderful.
Sean, did Mike win?
We all won.
I
It was
would
about
be,
the memories.
I would be proud to be a patron of any three of those towns.
I don't think you agree. All right. it was fun. It'll be there again, of course, next week, 4:45 p.m. Pacific time on all these same GMS platforms. It's great. Papa Paz is here. KJ is here this morning. Good morning to you. It's Livlet. Kiki Lowe is checking us out this morning as well. Kate Zaid, it is good to see you in Twitch chat. Scott Chick is also here this morning. And KJ was technically
First,
at 49 after the hour, 5 o'clock hour.
Jeez, KJ. Nice.
What kind of coffee are we drinking this morning, KJ? What kind? Is it Dunkin' coffee? That was a pretty bold first move there. You know, LaMarcus Russell. Is that his name? The Raiders?
LaMarcus what?
No, what's LaMarcus? Now I'm forgetting his name.
LaMarcus
no.
Aldridge? I love that guy.
Raiders, bad first pick.
John Gruden.
Yeah,
Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus
Russell. Yeah, that was kind of a Jamarcus Russell-esque pick.
Nope, wasn't.
Okay.
It's quality.
All right. Kate Sanchez will join us today from But Why Though. We will, for the first time in forever, talk to the editor-in-chief.
I'm so excited.
But Why Though. We're going to talk about Far Cry 6 and some other things. You can follow Kate and everyone over at But Why Though at butwhythoughpodcast.com. We have that to talk about today. Kim Chica's new show is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time called Taste Test. You can find that at twitch.tv/Kim Chica. And also, Matt Artisan is going to be streaming on Friday, 7 p.m. as well for Vectober. So those are some of the things that are going on that you should know about. It's exciting.
I should know about?
I have to go to the city and buy a car today.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, so we've been thinking that we would need to get rid of our current car sooner than later.
Okay.
And turns out that wouldn't start a couple times earlier this week. And I was like, okay, well, that's a problem because cars are much more useful when they start. It's just science. And so I stayed home from work yesterday and called a tow truck service that's through my insurance because I couldn't find her stupid jumper cable things. And they came and guy puts the little charger things on the battery, right? And go ahead and try to start it. No, nothing. Nothing, right? I'm like, oh, this could be bad. And then I think the guy starts thinking starter, right? Because that's a part of the starting process is the starter.
Sure. Yeah.
So dude starts looking around for the starter. And finally, after like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes, goes, hey, try it again. Sure enough, turn the key and it starts. The whole thing, the engine turned on for this car. And starts since like Monday. It's like, oh, so great. And then guy looks at me and goes, do not turn this car off. I'm like, okay. Say, go find a mechanic. You're likely your starter's busted. I'm like, okay, I concur. And so start calling mechanics. Place 1, nah, no availability. Place 2, nope. Place 3, nope. Place 4 is like, yeah, I can do it today. And then gave me a number that was like $300 less than the number that I had found online. So I was like, I'm pretty good with that. I can handle that. Cool. I'm like, okay, I got a meeting at 3 o'clock. So I start to get out of the car and I turn the car off. Because I go inside to get my iPad that I would need if I'm stuck at the shop past 3 o'clock. And I'm sitting there on the phone with the poor guy. It's like, I'll be right there, okay? Turn the car off. And I'm like, I turned the car off. I turned the car off. I said, I'm so dumb. I said that. Yeah. With the mechanic on the phone. So fast forward, another tow truck driver shows up. He tries to jump it for like 45 seconds. They're like, your starter's busted. I can tow it for you though. And I'm like, oh God. So have him tow it to the place. Guy changes the battery, car won't start. It says alternator starter have to get replaced. And I was like, okay, what's the state of the car otherwise before I put more money in this car that we're already contemplating getting rid of? He's like, well, you have like metal shavings in your oil and that's bad too. I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm like, okay, I think we're just going to get this car towed to the dealership, trade it in, and get a new car. And that's what we're doing today. So I got a Thursday ready to go.
Nice.
I got a fun Thursday too.
What's happening for you? Are you getting a new car?
No, but my wife is currently in surgery, so I'll be heading there after this.
Was her starter busted?
It wasn't her starter. It was her oil pan. I think. Trying to think of the best
Welcome to GMS.
best reference. Here.
Analogizes human anatomy.
Yeah. So she's having her oil pan removed, and then so she went in at 8:50. She was supposed to have it at 7, and the doctor they had a baby. Well, not the doctor. The doctor was delivering a baby. Okay, hold on. Funny story, right? So last time Megan had surgery for kind of the same thing, the anesthesiologist was pregnant, and we're talking to her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, so I'm gonna put you under, and then I have another lady, and then I'm gonna go have my baby." And we're like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm being induced today." And we're like, "Hold on, what?" So at 9 a.m. she was doing this thing, and then she went and had her baby. And it was the same anesthesiologist that Megan had today, because we were FaceTiming, because the doctor was like, "Oh, you should be here at 11. She should be out of surgery at that point. I want to talk to you a little bit about recovery, yada, yada, blah, 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 doctor talk." And then we're good. So I was like, all right, cool. So here I am, waiting for a phone call.
I love that story. It would have been really funny, though, if the doctor was having the baby. Literally.
Yeah, no.
Excuse me.
While doing surgery. She's like, hold on. Yeah, it'll be great.
Your noise gate helped with that immensely.
Yeah, it did exponentially.
Scalpel. The suction. My water broke.
Scalpel, push. Scalpel, push.
Okay. Well, good luck to your wife in surgery.
It'll be great. I'm sure she's having a blast.
We're getting a Kia Sorento. Low last checkpoint. It's the same car that we had. By the way, in case you're wondering, all Kia Sorentos now come with the third row. So
Nice.
You should get a Honda.
the Pilot was something that we wanted for a while, but we really like the Sorento.
But it breaks a lot.
Actually, surprisingly, you can neglect your car for about 3 years and it still goes strong until now.
Turns out it just breaks once, real bad.
The mechanic goes, "It seems like you took really good care of this car early in its life." I was like, "Yes, we did. We spent about 6 years doing a really good job with it. However, last 3 years, things really kind of fell off.
Yeah.
So, oops."
By the way, starter just sounds like if I was trying to pretend I know what I'm talking about cars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, my car's broken," and someone's like, "Oh, what's wrong with it?" I'm like, "It won't start. It's probably like the starter."
Mm-hmm.
Or you just be like, yeah, it's obviously the alternator.
See,
Like,
but
okay.
I don't know what an alternator is. At least, like, if you're
It
just making up
gets
words, like
power to the
starter's
car.
plausible. I like that one a lot.
Well, but an alternator, you're like, oh yeah, that could be a part of the car, you know. And then people are like, oh wow, yeah, that's really smart.
Honestly, the reason I'm not replacing the alternator in this car is because that's the whole reason I don't like Tobey Maguire. So, because the alternator is what put me by myself in Central Oregon at a car dealership waiting to get my alternator changed out. It took all day, and I watched Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's really, alternators are the bane of my. Alternators are the reason I don't like Marvel movies. As one does.
Okay, I'll give it to you, I guess.
Yes, of course.
It's not.
Of course.
The Spider-Man really wasn't a Marvel movie in the beginning. The Amazing
It's a
ones.
Sony one.
It was really crappy Sony movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
X-Men
we don't
was fun.
count those. That's
Those
like the kids you had before mom got married. You know?
Those the before times.
Before times.
BMC, no BK. Yeah.
BK? BK.
Yeah, BK before Kevin.
Speaking of BK.
Oh, no.
BK.
Someone certainly drafted Burger King in the fast food fantasy draft. There's no way no one wouldn't have picked Burger King, right?
I think it is Austin's fault, personally.
I mean,
Had y'all not been so adamant, we may have.
I mean, Austin's scheduled to be on the show on Monday. Do you think Austin will show up now because y'all
No.
ruined
Oh,
Burger King?
she'll show up. She'll
upset.
just be angry.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, what will Austin look like the moment we sign on for the show? I want to talk to you.
She'll have a Burger King crown on too.
Good morning, Dandy. Good morning, Lady Kate. It's good to see you this morning as well. KJ says, oof, car problems suck. Oil shavings in the oil. It's really, really bad. So one time I forgot to check the oil when I was driving down the highway. The engine legit dropped. So funny story. When I was talking to the mechanic about the fact that I wasn't too interested in buying a new alternator and starter for a car that I was going to give away, it's like, but maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll replace it, and then we'll drive it for like 6 more months, and that should balance out, you know, because we have the car paid off and everything. I was like, that should balance out what we'd be spending on a car payment, right? And the guy goes, that sounds like a good plan. I was like, do you think it'll make 6 months? He goes, nope. I was like, okay. That kind of helps change my
honest,
perspective. Right? Yes, he was. He's like, nope. And this is the person who would benefit from telling me to replace the alternator and the starter.
Yep, for sure.
He's like, nope.
I don't know if that's like a thing now where like these people are like brutally honest. I don't know when that changed. But we had the HVAC guy look at our HVAC yesterday, and he's like, yeah. He's like, it's original to the house. I was like, all right. He's like, yeah, it's probably going to go out this winter. I was like, oh. How much is the new one? I don't really know. Oh. Okay. He's like, it's a really big system. We haven't replaced one this big in a while. And I was like, okay. And he's like, ballpark? Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I was like, oh, all right. He's not trying to like sell me anything. That's pretty awesome. I mean, it gave me crappy news, but at least he wasn't like $5,000 right now. Fix it for you. You know? I was like, okay.
Yeah, like he's not like it's like these things are usually like $6,000. But I tell you what, since I'm here already, when do we do $5,750? What do you think?
Can we barter? I have a lot of pets. If you can take one, how much does that knock off?
Nope.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I have a lot of children as well. Which is one of them?
Wait, are you bartering children for services?
If he gets money off the HVAC, I mean, HVAC is expensive, man. DCS, if you're watching this, I'm totally kidding. I would not actually trade my children for services.
Gaming Morning Show does not condone the trading of children for services. According to KJ, the realtor yesterday was brutally honest as well. I hope your day was okay.
Was the so this was just like an independent auto mechanic, right? This wasn't like a dealer,
Yes.
because dealers suck. The when Megan brought her van in to get looked at, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be like $7,000 to replace all these things." So Megan was like, "Oh," so she went to the like the auto store to get something, and the girl working there came out and was like, "Well, what did they say was wrong with it?" So Megan told her, and she starts like inspecting the car, and she's like, "Yeah, no, none of that is wrong. Like, I mean, you'll need to get it replaced eventually, but you probably have a good 100,000 miles left before that's a problem." We're like, "Oh, great! She saved us like a buttload of money." And the van runs fine.
We're winners. We did it, chat. 623. Let's go. It's going to be a good Thursday.
You are one of life's winners.
Chaos show.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah. 623 out on the West Coast. It's exciting today.
You're welcome.
923 out on the East. 223 for those watching GMS in the Ukraine. We'll talk more about mechanics and stories and things. That's coming up. Today is bathroom. Nope. Today is bathtub day. Bathroom day is a different type of day.
I like to go to the bathroom in the bathtub.
Oh my gosh. My son, who's the youngest, had his first not baby bout with diarrhea yesterday. He's yelling from the bathroom, "Why is it all separating?" He's like, I don't like this. I'm happy you could tell us how he felt.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
hilarious. Why is it all separating? That'd be bathroom day, but today's luckily bathtub day. He went to the bathtub after he was done with the toilet. Anyway, how do we like baths, chat? We good with them? Best bathtub you've ever used? It's kind of an odd question to ask, but I have an answer, so I figured someone else does too.
I'm always happy when there's a bathtub I can fit in. Because being a tall person, most of my baths are you spend 50% sitting one way, so the lower half of your body's in the bathtub, and then you spend 50% sitting the other way, so your upper half is in the bathtub, and the other half that isn't, and the water is just cold the whole time.
That's a man of height.
And it's sad.
As a man of size, it goes the other way.
Yep.
Well, actually, for me, it doesn't, because I got this big old soaking tub in my bathroom that's got jets in it. It's incredible.
Allegedly, we've never actually seen a picture of this thing. I think bathtub day is the day to put it out there.
I have.
Yeah, I think I've seen a
Okay.
picture.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
But let's say we haven't.
Pretty sure I've posted a picture of me in the bathtub.
Well, let's say we haven't. Like, let's get another one, shall we?
Done. Done and done.
You can send it just to the Kneecap subscribers if you want to. That's fine.
Nope.
So-
For the whole world to see, me nude.
It's also Frappe Day and some other days of the day, so we'll get to those. We'll tell you the stories we have, one of which is from Ben Hooper. That's coming up as well. So talk more about Bathtub Day. KJ says hot, Epsom salt, lush bath bomb, and some YouTube on the iPad. Perfect.
Yeah, eucalyptus, Epsom salt. Whew. It soothes your body and it helps to soothe your mind. I put on a podcast and I just drift away until I turn on the jets, and then I can't hear anything because the jets are so freaking loud. So then I just wait until I'm done.
It sounds like this. Imagine Mike was in the bathtub watching Gaming Morning Show, and then Hefty Goof was about to enter the news. It would sound something like this when Mike turns on the jet. It's time to get the news. 6:26 out on the West Coast. Here's hashtag video game expert.
It's not that bad because it doesn't sound like a car trying to start, I guess.
I know what that sounds like.
It's, ooh.
I think your jets are going out.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's Thursday, October 7th, 2021. And this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. You know the brand Trolley or Trolley? And they make gummy worms. They make a bunch of different variety of gummy worms, and they're pretty okay. Well, they're giving away 20 gummy worm themed Xbox Series S consoles. And I want to know who this is for.
How do I enter this?
Well, let's find out. This is from Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. And this is part of Xbox's ongoing 20th anniversary celebrations. They've teamed up with Trolley to create limited edition gummy snack packaging and give 20 lucky winners a custom Xbox Series S. I did. I went boop. It says no.
Said boop.
Boop. Nope. No link for you.
I'll take care of it.
That's not nice.
Yay!
I can just copy paste. So 4 of their snack packs of different types of gummy worms have received new packaging to showcase some of the Xbox's biggest games and partners, including Halo Infinite on Sour Bright Crawlers, Sea of Thieves on Sour Bright Crawlers Very Berry, and Psychonauts 2 on Sour Crunch Crawlers. Those are the words. And if you upload your receipt of one of these packages to Charlie's Xbox landing page, you'll be entered in for a chance to win one of the 20 exclusive Xbox Series S bundles. Each with a custom Xbox Series S, a matching gummy wormed controller, gummy wormified controller, and 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
I don't know why it's not working. I'm playing with my gummy worms, but I can't make the character move. I don't understand. Like, I'm holding 2 gummy worms. It's not working. Because
Slime.
Gummy worm controller.
It's this is a choice.
Well,
that they have made.
I mean, this must be like this is an anniversary, you said, special?
Yeah, it's part of their 20th anniversary celebration.
Because, I mean, Adidas made some pretty badass Xbox shoes, I saw.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. So, gummy worm controller. So check that out. I mean, a free Xbox Series S is nothing to be upset about. So, and there's 20 of them out there.
20 whole
I'm
ones
sure-
that we can find.
I'm sure there aren't more than like 18 to 19 people that eat gummy worms, so we should be fine. We should get one.
Gummy worms are good.
In our next story of the day, it's about Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is due out next year, I believe. And this was, that one doesn't work either. Poopy. This game is changing the way like the typical formula of the Pokemon games, and it looks more like Pokemon Cross Zelda Breath of the Wild, and seemed to be more of an open world game as opposed to the traditional format that Pokemon uses. But now it seems like it might be less open world than we all originally thought. This is from Jason Guisao of Game Informer. And this comes from a tweet from Joe Merrick. He says it is coming increasingly clear that Pokemon Legends Arceus may not be full open world, but rather segmented open areas like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Monster Hunter, etc., separated into different areas like the wild area / Crown Tundra did. And he says he's fine with this. This apparently, Joe Merrick is a Pokemon expert.
Oh.
He came to this conclusion based on Legends of Arceus in-game map pictures, and it looks like one of the locations, Obsidian Flatlands, is segmented by a green outline that highlights the boundaries of the explorable zone. Once selected, it seems as if we zoom in on the points of interest within that chosen environment. So maybe less open world than it originally looked, but still more open world than a Pokemon game usually is.
Stay out of the Explore Zone. Dun, dun, dun.
Legends Arceus launches on the Switch January 28th, 2022.
This new segment's going great.
And then our next story, we have some EA news. This one's gonna work, I feel it. Are you ready?
To the game.
No.
Fine.
We'll just
Is it
Copy-
broken because I had the restream?
copy
thing on my
paste.
thing?
Copy paste all day long. EA is considering renaming the FIFA series.
I really hope they go with NFL 2K12.
This is from Joe Scribbles of IGN. EA says that it's exploring the idea of renaming its FIFA series. If it did so, it would end an almost 3-decade association between EA Sports and the International Football Organization. In a press release, Cam Weber explained, as we look ahead, we're also exploring the idea of renaming our global EA Sports football games. The developer made clear that this wouldn't change its football games' extensive partnership and licenses. This means we're reviewing our naming rights agreement with FIFA, which is separate from all our other official partnerships and licenses across the football world.
Mm-hmm. I smell someone wanting to not pay as much for naming rights. Trying to do that. However, I also look very forward to EA saying FIFA not in the game.
What if we get our name in there
No.
and the new name is EA GMS Presents Soccer. Everyone will love it.
Just like Mike's suggestion to name it after the old 2K football game, the NFL game. That'll make sense.
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah,
they were,
sure.
They were good back in the day.
Everyone's just gonna buy it anyway, so if they're buying it one year, they'll buy it the next year. I was in that trap for a long time.
It's the same game every single year.
But new rosters, Mike. New rosters.
Sure, yeah, you can't just download on the other ones.
No.
That'd be absurd.
Yeah.
They have a story mode now, though, that follows Alex
Trebek?
something.
Ovechkin?
Yep, Alex Ovechkin and his journey through the Premier League.
What are the chances that they change the name and everyone just calls it FIFA anyway?
Oh yeah, that's what would still happen.
That sounds right.
It's gonna be FIFA. I think Lady K hit it the nail on the head. They've made too many FIFA games to be able to change it. Like it's just not not possible.
We'll
It's
just
no
put the quotes
good.
around it from now
FIFA.
on. Speaking of games that release, always last minute release, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. And it's Thursday, but it's not a. We've had longer lists. This one's not too bad.
it's
Far Cry
actually
6
quite-
is out today.
Oh.
So that came out. It was a rolling release. We don't see those too often. So no matter where you were, it came out at midnight
Oh.
today, this morning.
Wait, like midnight your time?
Wherever you are. Yep.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So it's interesting. We don't see that too often. So that's out on everything: PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PC. No Longer Home is out on Xbox One and Switch. Creepy Tales 2 is out on Switch. Prehistoric Life Puzzles is out on Switch. Drumbox is out on Switch. Sophia's World out on Switch. Panmorphia is out on Switch. Balloon Pop, Learning Letters, Numbers, Colors, Games for Kids. It's out on Switch. Game for Kids. The Lightbringer is out on Switch and PC. Business Tour Deluxe is out on Switch. The Marauder Chronicles Curse of Valdria is out on Switch. Lotus Bloom is out on Switch. Infinite Corp Cyberpunk card game is out on Switch. Age of Darkness Final Stand is out on PC. Whisper Trip Chapter 1 is out on PC. Blade of Darkness is out on PC. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Panda Ball, out on Switch.
That one's pretty okay.
That was pretty decent.
Panda Ball. All one word. BTW.
Someone's gonna get a cease and desist letter from Pokemon. You'd be like, no. Only we got the balls. You guys don't put stuff in front of the balls. It's rude. Pokeballs, not Panda balls.
Business Tour Deluxe.
Panda Pokeball. Poke Panda Balls.
And the one that ended blah, 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 blah. Game for kids.
Balloon Pop, Learning Letters, Numbers, Colors, Game for Kids.
But it's just in the sequential order. It's this.
Part of the list.
It's not like a colon or anything. It's just goes.
I'm very excited for Infinite Corp Cyberpunk card game, and I'm curious if it's gonna work up front, or if they're gonna have a lot of bugs.
Is that officially licensed?
Sure. Yeah.
Doubt it.
I'm also curious about prehistoric life puzzles. Like, is it how to navigate like the La Brea tar pits? Is that trying to like you have to get through from one side to the other to get to not get swallowed up by the tar pits to be found 100 years later.
Is that why that new NBC show is called La Brea?
There's a show called La Brea.
Cool. If you miss any of our Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news, just check us out on Twitter.
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
That's all you got to do. We'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there for you.
Okay.
Okay. You can follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS. These are all our Twitter handles. Good moron to you.
Good moron.
Brendan. Yes, Mike made it. Mike, where's your wife right now?
Why would I not make it? She's over there,
Completely unrelated. Just where's your wife right now?
west. Yeah, she's like that direction. She's more than likely on the surgery table, having her uterus removed.
But
Oh wait,
you're-
no, I'm sorry. Her oil pan. Her oil pan's being removed. Yeah,
But we're all
I
together.
forgot.
You got your priorities on the show. This is what she would have wanted, right?
Well, okay. So hold on. So here's what I would be doing if I was in the hospital. I would be sitting in a waiting room. I couldn't be back in the room where her stuff was. I would be in the main lobby waiting room with about 50 other people. So if I go there at 11, I can go right up to the surgery level and go sit in that waiting room, right? Because she'll be coming out of surgery. So Indiana doesn't believe in this thing called COVID. It's fine. So I don't want to go sit with all those people and possibly catch it, because I like breathing normally. So if I was at the hospital, I would literally be sitting there doing nothing. And Megan was like, just do the show for like an hour and a half and then come here. And I'm like, fine. So that's my plan. So I'll be there at 11 o'clock. She doesn't get out of surgery till 11:30. So I'll be there at 11 and I'll stare at the ground. I don't know what to do.
I don't think it's the earliest one, but it's 40 after 6 o'clock.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match
I
Award.
think it goes to Megan. Megan said to
Yeah.
be
There
here,
you go.
so
Yep.
how about that, Megan? Surgery and the Billy
let me
Thundergun
check.
Award.
Let's check the texts and see if she actually went back. Last I saw, she had to pee really bad, and she didn't want to bother the nurse. Wife Watch 2021. I gave up. I'm gonna call them so I can pee. Okay, success. So much better. There we go. So she peed, hopefully in the toilet. Yeah, and she'll see you in a few hours. So there we go. I mean, if I was having surgery, I would still be on the show. I'd be like, can you not knock me out? Just like numb me from the neck down.
Also,
Give me
could
one
you-
of those things that the women get. What are they called? When they're having the baby, they shoot it in their spine.
Epidural.
Epidural. Yeah. Can you just give me one of those so like I can't feel anything from the neck down, but I can still talk, and then I can be on GMS while you're doing the surgery.
Happy you're here, Sean, because I was gonna be like, a C-section?
Excuse me, can I have a C-section, please? I would really like one of those. I don't think it's fair that only girls can have them.
You'd also be like, excuse me, also, could we have an extra person who could hold this camera right above my face, please, so that, I need to be on camera, so it's important.
Can you please not bump into the tripod? I mean, I don't want it to shake.
Do they make these hospital bed sheets in green? I'd really like to
Just
green
like a
screen
floating-
the bed out.
Floating head. I mean, it's...
Today is Frappe Day, National LED Light Day, National Inner Beauty Day, National Chocolate Covered Pretzel Day, You Matter to Me Day, National Personal Safety Day, National Depression Screening Day, and National Forgiveness Day.
forgive you.
What's your shirt say?
It says come together. I thought it said something about forgiveness. I was wrong.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
I forgive you
Oh, thanks. For what?
for being wrong about your shirt.
Cool, thanks. I really appreciate that. I forgive you for forgiving me.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
You and your shirt matter to me.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah. Hey.
chocolate covered pretzel or something.
They're really gross.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
I really like your
me.
LED lights.
You can't even see them. They're over there.
I know, but I can tell.
My daughters have LED lights in the rooms, and like, they're so annoying. But whatever. they sleep with them like on the brightest setting. You're like, well, why don't you just turn the light on? Like, but it's blue. Great. You know what? I'm just going. I'm leaving. Good night. Ridiculous. Do you guys have LED? Sean, where are your LED lights? I'm sure you have some, right?
Those are LED. I can go.
Ooh. Ah. Ah.
We can go warmer. Mine aren't as fancy as Mike. I don't do colors.
And for some reason, your camera
warm.
doesn't pick it up as well because it pretty much looks the exact same on the
Cool.
stream. Meanwhile, yeah, there's Mike. Okay, let's do Ben Hooper's story. 2 zebras, Illinois, and a 2-hour chase. That's the headline from Ben Hooper, UPI.
2 zebras. That was a Spin Doctor song, wasn't it?
1, 2 zebras who adore you. That's what I said now. Zebras who came from Illinois for you. That's what I said now. At the pumpkin farm, they're gonna be there. And it ain't bad now. Please hurt here. It's gonna be a 2-hour chase now. Yeah! Yes.
My takeaway, that's pretty okay so far, is that A, Ryan's amazing, and B, you shouldn't have zebras. Because there was 5 on the loose in Maryland for like a month. Now, in Illinois, which is also known as Zealand, 2 zebras got away. Oh, there's a bear on that zebra.
Look out!
Bear's riding the zebra.
Is the bear is riding the zebra. No, Ted, no. Anyway, a pair of zebras escaped from an indoor zoo at an Illinois pumpkin farm and led workers, zookeepers, and police on a nearly 2-hour chase. Jacob Gobert, an employee at Gobert's Pumpkin Patch and Apple Orchard in Pingree Grove, said the 2 zebras, a male and a female, escaped from their pen at the farm's indoor zoo and left the building through the rear doors. At least they went out the back. Gobert said the farm does not own the zebras, explaining the zoo's animals are provided by another business. Based in Maryland. Farm workers and zookeepers set out to capture the zebras, and Kane County Sheriff's deputies joined in the chase after receiving a call about loose zebras on Route 47. At least one driver on the road captured video of the loose animals and posted the footage to TikTok. Illinois State Police were contacted when the chase neared Interstate 90, and officers from the Hampshire and Pingree Grove police departments joined in the pursuit. The zebras were captured uninjured. Gobert said the farm is investigating how the zebras escaped from their pen. I believe that this is the plot of the movie Madagascar. So maybe they should watch that and see how it happened. How'd you get out of here? How'd you get out, you crazy things? Ugh, ridiculous. So yeah, don't have zebras, people, unless you just feel like chasing them all the time. Because I mean, the 5 of them got out in Maryland. Maybe they're all related, and they're like, "Okay, guys, so here's the deal: we're gonna go to America, and we're all gonna break out, and then we're gonna meet up at like, I don't know, Chuck E. Cheese in Squash, Slovenia, and have some pizza." Yeah, sounds right.
Pizza.
I think it would have been wise for us early on in this Ben Hooper run of stories to keep a tracker of what kind of animal was featured, because I feel like zebra would be the leader right now.
Zebra is. I think bear would be the leader.
Ooh, bear's pretty good.
But I think zebra would be top 3, honestly. Yeah, bears are everywhere. Which, speaking of, the second story may or may not be about a bear, but it's not from Ben Hooper. I will admit, though, I saw the story. It was from Ben Hooper, but Ben has this habit sometimes of writing like 4 sentences. So it's really hard to read a story based off of 4 sentences.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll like Google and find some more information. And the article for the next story was like 90 paragraphs long. So I was like, let me get the highlights.
Extensive.
It's funny, the topic of this next story has been a topic of discussion by one of my coworkers. Like, I walked in the other day, and it was the finals of this particular event. We'll tell you at the start of next hour.
Yeah, we will.
It involves bears, and it's important. It's a competition.
Not bear, sorry,
And I just walk in, and the guy yells the names of the 2 finalists and was like, who's it gonna be? I'm like, oh, I haven't voted at all. Sorry. Also, there's Halloween and tarantulas. That story's coming up. That is a Ben Hooper story on the way on Gaming Morning Show. All right, Sean said a bathtub that fits a man of height like himself. Mike said his bathtub because it rocks. Best bathtub I've ever sat in, ever used, is at the old bed and breakfast that I talked about. Can I get the sad music, actually, now that I think about it? This happened on Monday when we had the Country Inn B&B day, and I realized that it reminded me of how the B&B that me and my wife would spend so many times at. Okay, specifically, we'd only ever been there twice, but we wanted to go more. The fresh, hot chocolate chip cookies, and every room that had a beautiful jacuzzi tub was gone. A casualty of the pandemic. But I remember going there for like a 2-day span and sitting in that bathtub probably 18 times. Some would say it's too much bathing. I said it was not enough. So I will always remember you, Central Oregon B&B bathtub.
There's still 4 moments.
Jeez.
So there I was in the bathtub. It's a really long song. It's 6:50, 9:50 out on the East Coast. It is 2:50 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Keith Sanchez joins us from But Why, though. We'll talk about Far Cry 6, some other things. Maybe Squid Game will come up as well. That's happening at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time today on Gaming Morning Show. Let's do birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, please let us know in the chat, because we would like to celebrate with you.
Unlike yesterday, today's birthdays roll deep.
Yeah, no, it's like a Thursday list of birthdays too.
Jeez.
So, let's take a look.
Born on other days.
Well, it is interesting to me, since we've been doing celebrity birthdays on the show, like how we'll have these batches where it's like, oh my gosh, everybody was born on like the 20th of August, right? And then we'll have other days where it's like, oh, nobody was born. Like
Jamie, since whatever that dude's name was yesterday.
that guy. I remember
Yeah,
that.
the guy from the show.
Rocker John Mellencamp turned 70 today.
Okay.
I was born in a small town.
That's the thing. Where is he from? Okay, he's from. Okay, never mind. He's from Seymour, Indiana. We have a John Mellencamp like highway in Indiana, and I was always like, why the hell? But apparently he's from Indiana. So I guess that makes sense. He was much better when he was John Cougar, though. Cougar.
Cellis Yo-Yo Ma.
Turned 66 today. It's a Cellis.
Cellist. He's a cellist.
Cellist.
But why does
They
it?
had it. It's a typo. It's a cellist.
Okay, because I thought so, and you want to know what tipped me off? Was the picture?
The cello he's playing.
Is the person holding a cello? But I was like, I don't want to screw up and think that this is also part of the name, but I've heard of Yo-Yo Ma before, so I was like, I think it's supposed to be cellist.
It's cellist.
I saw Yo-Yo Ma in 2000.
I saw
Years.
Yo-Yo Ma as probably 2005.
So you both saw them on the bookends of the performance at the 2002 Winter Olympics.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He's a fantastic performer. Obviously, he's a very talented cellist, being like the closest to a household name in the classical music world.
True, yeah, fair enough.
So obviously he has some talent, but like just performance-wise, like he puts on a show. It's pretty good.
Do you think he gets sick of like your mom jokes though? Because people are like, yo ma, like Yo-Yo Ma, so big she fits around the whole lot. Like why? You'd be like, yeah, ha, funny. Oh Jesus, just stop talking. Yo-Yo Ma. He was pretty incredible though. Yeah, Brendan has it on the head. Can you name one other cellist? Because I can't.
I'm looking just to see, I just typed in Yo-Yo Ma mom jokes to see if like this is something that Yo-Yo Ma has been plagued with. And on at least the first page of Google, it does not seem to be a story.
Good,
So I
good.
think the good news is Yo-Yo Ma has not had to deal with those.
Not in
However,
the public eye anyway.
September 2015, a request on Reddit, a Yo Mama joke involving acclaimed cellist Yo-Yo Ma is a thread. So if you would like to go down that path, it is available.
Do you
But
think Yo-Yo Ma has a cameo? Can I get Yo-Yo Ma to like drop a Yo Mama joke like on the cameo? Think you do that for me?
I'm
be pretty
concerned you
cool.
might be the only one who's gone down this path, but I could be wrong. This might be a first.
It's too bad we have an interview today because I found 16 greatest cellists of all time if we needed a top 10 list.
We'll save that for when the next cellist is featured in Celebrity Birthdays. Although, this is the first time I think we've had specifically a Christian singer. Michael W. Smith turned 64 today. I don't remember there being another adjective before singer prior to today.
Nope. Also, the picture throws me off too because I don't know who any of these. I mean, obviously Michael Smith isn't one of the two ladies, but
Unless he is.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. But I mean, what else? Thanks.
Simon Cowell is 62 today.
Oh, cool. That guy's fun.
Singer Toni Braxton turns 54. My favorite Toni Braxton anecdote is I was once listening to the radio and it talked about how Toni Braxton was apparently discovered at a gas station, was filling up her car, and someone overheard her singing. And it was like, hey, you sing well. I never have confirmed that story, but that was at least a public service announcement on the radio. So, so there's that.
Cool. All right.
Record producer Bryce Wilson is 49. Was part of the late 1990s duo Groove Theory.
Oh.
Actor Jamie Hector is 46 today. Hector played Marlo Stanfield in the HBO drama The Wire.
Oh, nice.
Alicia Dixon,
Great show.
singer, is 43 today. Rapper, singer, songwriter. Was part of the hip hop trio Mystique.
Don't know who they are.
Who else is on this list? Jermaine Colin Defoe
Jermaine Defoe.
is an English soccer player.
He played for the Toronto FC for a little bit, and the only thing I remember about him is he got into like a physical altercation with one of his teammates because he wanted to take a penalty kick, or a free kick, and the other guy ended up scoring what they call a golazo. It was an incredible goal, but Jermaine Defoe was like trying to steal the ball away from him. It was like pushing him. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, that's one way to do it.
A golazo.
Golazo, go!
Takeaway, that was pretty okay. Golazo. Baseball's Defoe is 39. Mookie Betts of the Los Angeles Dodgers today. Mookie Betts is 29. Congratulations to the
favorite Mookie.
Dodgers moving on in the playoffs.
Mookie Wilson's cooler.
Wasn't Mookie Wilson a Mets player?
Hell yeah!
And Trent Alexander Arnold is 23
A
today.
lot of names.
English soccer player, apparently for Liverpool and the England national team.
Great.
Anyone else?
A couple drummers.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of genres.
Drummer Kevin Godley of 10cc is 76.
Nice.
And drummer Tico Torres of Bon Jovi is 60.
We also should pay attention that actor Mary Badham from To Kill a Mockingbird is 69.
Nice.
It's Taylor Hicks' 45th birthday. He won
Nice.
American Idol. Who else? Is Dandy still here? I think Dandy's left. But historically, it's Louis Leakey's birthday, who's an anthropologist and archaeologist. Desmond Tutu's birthday. Congrats, Desmond. Joy Behar from The View is 79. There was another one in here that I was surprised didn't get more. I don't know. Somebody else.
Hey,
probably.
Mike,
Hey,
do you have your sunglasses ready? Cause
hold on. They fell yesterday.
Actor Omar Miller of The Unicorn and CSI Miami is 43.
Brother. It looks like this one is all pooped out.
We'll work on it.
Zesty.
This day in gaming history, we go back to the year 2003. So no lawsuit or not lawsuit. Sorry, Sean. Get wrecked. Engage. Yep, that's right. The Nokia Engage, my favorite handheld video game
This in the news
system
again?
since the Game Gear came out
Ryan
this day in 2003.
specifically puts these in. He goes to find these dates
But
himself.
then
and
he
puts them
doesn't.
in.
But then he doesn't read all the cool things.
What do you
There's lots of
mean?
numbers and letters and
The 104 megahertz ARM processor and the 64
Yep.
megabits RAM or megabytes RAM and the 176 by 208 pixel 4096 color display with games console and the cell phone and the wireless Bluetooth connectivity and the USB port and the XHTML web browser and the MP3 audio player, the email support, the stereo FM radio, and the instant messaging, Mike.
is it AOL instant messaging? Because otherwise, I don't care.
It might have been, to be honest.
But how do you get games though? I don't understand how you get games for this.
They were sold when I worked in retail cell phones. We sold the Engage, and you could buy the games at the store. They were these quote multimedia cards.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to get out of you.
I was most excited about this thing for the fact it played video games, but also had an FM radio.
Wow. It's an
Again,
FM radio, eh?
I was in the radio, and I was like, my phone can get the radio?
Okay.
Same year, Eidos releases Backyard Wrestling. Don't try this at home for lots of machines.
I was in a backyard wrestling federation back in the day.
What was your
My
character?
job number 3.
I was known as the Destroyer. Yeah.
Mike, the Destroyer.
Yeah.
2003 EA released NBA Live 2004. 2003 Gotham put out Conflict Desert Storm 2 Back to Baghdad.
Okay.
In 2005,
Heavy game.
California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger signed the Law Assembly Bill 1179. The violent video game bill prohibited the sale of violent video games to those under 18.
So then kids under 18 couldn't play Rocket League? That was pretty violent.
I think Arnold wanted it to be so that kids could not play games if they were under 18, but they could go to his movies.
I don't know. You should play the game, put the game away now. Everybody got the go. The violent games and they shoot everybody. Oh, we come here and then we do the thing. Watch my movies. Sorry.
It's not bad.
This happens.
Honestly, that's not bad.
This happens when I hear his name.
And
Can't control it.
2008, LucasArts put out Fracture for a bunch of machines. 2009, Atlas put out Demon's Souls. Is it Demon's Souls or is it Demon Souls?
How many demons?
It was possessive. Demon Soul. These. Hello. Hi, I'm Demon. These are my souls.
First
Hi,
case.
hi,
It is
souls,
demons,
I'm dead.
souls.
What's that?
So high souls,
Yeah,
I'm
apart-
dead.
Oh no.
It's a good dad joke.
Brendan said, "I don't recall this device whatsoever. You missed out. If you didn't have a Nokia, do I have the Engage over here?
Oh my!
I'm gonna look at the
I'm
break.
surprised it's not just on your desk.
Well, honestly, so yesterday or the day before we were talking. Remember we were talking about the Nokia 5100 brick phone. I have all of my phones over here. And I was gonna go through like a moment of time, and I was like, nah, no one wants to see that. But if I have an Engage,
One moment in time.
7:03. Next hour, we'll talk to Kate Sanchez from But Why Though. You can go to butwhythoughpodcast.com to get all the latest information in pop culture from the outstanding team of writers and podcasters, butwhythoughpodcast.com. So that's coming up at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time today. And of course, we'll have sports. Mike's wife is in surgery. We'll have an update on the other side of the break, and more to come. It's Thursday, October 7th, 2021. Thanks for being here, Sean, Mike, Hefty, on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, the GamingMorningShow.tv.
time. Got liquor on the table, I don't mind. Where the night goes, your skin on mine. I see no other people, love is blind. But that's alright though. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, the world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, today's interview and birthdays. No. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, today's interview and sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning Gamer Gaming Morning Show continues. It's Tuesday, that's Thursday, October 7th, 2021. How we doing?
Wow. All right.
It was an intense first break of the day. I'm back though, so that's good.
That is
Fine.
good. You made it.
Did you find the N-Gage?
No. I didn't ever own one. I just had it as a demo device. It was really cool. But I thought I had the plastic, like, fake version of it, so. All right, I'm settled. Bob figured out what we're doing in this next hour. Kate Sanchez of But Why Though in Sports coming up as well. So
It's Bob's first day. Give him a break.
that's true. Yep. You'll settle into it. It's okay, buddy. All right. Dungeon's here. Good morning. Brendan's hanging out with us this morning as well. It's good to see everyone with us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
Bob is good with it.
That's excellent. It's Bathtub Day. Should we all just hop in the bath?
You guys can come on over if you want. I mean,
Together?
Okay. We could do a cold tub.
why would you want to do that?
I never progressed in sports far enough to ever have to like need to do those kind of things because it wasn't as serious. Cold tub's got to suck, right?
I
would
would
think
not
so.
be a fan.
Do you have him in the office, Sean?
Cold tubs?
Yeah.
No, we have underwater treadmills with like pools, but those are even warmed.
Yeah.
Not hot, not like a hot tub, but it's like 80 something degrees.
You ever go in there just for fun?
No, but I want to because they have TVs right there, so you can just do your underwater treadmill running and watch something.
Can I use it but just float?
Sure.
Cool. Thanks.
It's a long way to go.
It's all good. It's not a. Megan will be okay with it.
Any Megan updates?
Who?
Good. All right. Solid to know everything is fine with Mike's wife.
I mean, the hospital hasn't called me, so I would assume that's good news, right?
No news
No
is
news
good
is
news
good
in this
news.
circumstance. Yep. Mhm.
Whoa!
You got
Jinx.
it in stereo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Someone owes me a soda.
What kind of soda do you want?
How about a Sprite?
Okay.
7 Up?
What? Sprite?
When's the last time you had a Sprite?
Last time I didn't feel good.
They're delightful.
Yeah. Same.
Fine. They're fine.
I always get a Sprite at one specific gas station because they have the Tall Boy Cokes, and there's Tall Boy Sprites right next to them, and they're always two for like $2. So I grab the Tall Boy Coke and the Tall Boy Sprite.
Okay.
They're delightful. You should try them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, 7-Up is for when you're sick.
Yeah,
For sure.
it's harder to find.
7-Up and Cheerios.
Ugh, gross.
Saltine crackers.
Yes.
Okay.
Cheerios
Game
are
over.
gross.
Sean pwned those noobs.
Just flying in. Reckless abandon. Get wrecked.
Yeah.
Nice. We are officially now a full-time Rocket League stream. Look at this thing. We're nuts.
Bam!
We keep up this pace. We're gonna score lots of goals. 2 goals in the first 15 seconds.
Oh. Some got exploded. Oh, I missed completely. Oh, but I landed on the wall. That was kind of cool.
It's always the little things, Mike.
little things, they always come around. Little things, they try to put me down.
Ooh, who sang
That's
that?
a big shark. Good Charlotte.
That was rude.
Yeah,
All right.
there's no reason to do that. What'd you do to them? Nothing.
Lots of stuff. Pwned them. Oh, that was. Look, sir. Look, sir. Uncalled for.
Excuse me. Intense gameplay, chat. We're locked in.
Dang it. Gosh, dang it.
Creative Mind Frame would be very proud of us right now.
Would he? Because he still manages to talk while he does this. Man, when Facebook went down, he was all I could think of. I was like, man, like, how much does that suck? He's a Facebook gamer. Gosh. Why are angles so hard?
It's twice now that I had a front row seat for Mike almost scoring a goal.
Completely missing.
I like this level because of the sea life.
Yeah, the problem is I keep watching it.
And that's why you're missing the angles.
Absolutely. Now we figured it out.
Oh no. Nice save.
Oh. Get wrecked, noob. Oh gosh, that was rude. Sir, stop hitting the ball, please.
Wee. 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 Open net. Mike's
Not missing that
cracked.
one.
Our pace
I had
slowed
your
down.
back that time too.
I almost missed it.
Nice, Brendan. Finding the right angle makes me
Nice.
feel obtuse.
Oh, silly.
That was an
Oh,
acute
no.
observation.
Didn't see that one coming. See,
Nice.
I was in the net. I was like, all right, we got rid of them, and then left the net too early. I didn't see option plan B they had.
Oh boy. It's a hat trick for me, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mike's a net zero now.
Oh, lots of bumping. Rubbin's racing, folks. Rubbin's racing. was gonna say they still haven't scored on us, but then they scored on us.
I thought that said in moist years.
Oh man, what a name that would have been. Jiminy Crickets. Oh, there's a school of fish over there, a bunch of angelfish.
Good moron, Too Quiet. It's good to see you.
Quiet, I am gaming. Still one of my favorite names.
It's Bathtub Day, Quiet. So, do you have any good bathtubs in your life?
Any good bathtub stories?
You could tell a bathtub story.
There was this one time I was in the bathtub. I turned the lights down real low, and then I fell asleep.
Oh, I love falling asleep in the bathtub.
Unless you like wake up as you're sliding into the water, you're like, "Oh my god, I'm dying." It's the worst.
Just picture total panic, Mike. It's like, ah, God. Nice
get in
job,
there.
Mike. Ah.
Of course not. I'm really good at shooting around the goal. Like if there was a game where like you had to hit like a ring around the goal, 1000% I'd be the champion.
That's going to become like a Rocket League mode where it's like the hockey player who shoots the targets around the net, but yours will just happen to be on the outside of the net.
Close enough.
Get it?
Get it?
Ah, they beat me to it.
Boo.
Ooh, nice jacuzzi. Quiet's
Nice.
house. Well,
Coming
the good
over,
news
Quiet.
is our lead held, and that's what's important. Because we're cracked.
Correct.
I got score and trader.
All right. It's 7:21 out on the West Coast, 10:21 out on the East, 3:22 for those watching GMS in the UK. All right, stick around. Kate Sanchez is moments away. Coming up on the 30th of October, it is the Austin Attack 12 Halloween party. Get ready for that. That's a very exciting event. That actually comes after the Austin Attack anniversary event, which comes your way on the 23rd. Alien Anonymous Memorial Fall Guys Invitational, hosted by Chris M.E., comes your way on the 30th as well. It is chaos, all bundled nicely into a little game of Fall Guys. And last but not least, it's the Kiki Low birthday batch. That is 1 week from today. 1 week from today. Kiki Low,
Nice.
October
She's doing it on a
14th.
Thursday?
Yeah, 1 a.m. Pacific time it starts, so get your coffee ready.
AM?
Uh-huh.
Well, I know what I won't be seeing.
But it's going for a long time, so.
Jeez.
Mike, if you would be so kind, would you take us
Hey, it's me.
to Jordan Mendoza's story from USA Today?
Let's take a trip, everybody. Close your eyes. Unless you're driving. If you're driving, please don't close your eyes. Let's go to the Katmai National Park and Preserve, as the true titan of tonnage has been crowned. After a record-breaking week of voting, the Katmai National Park and Preserve named the 2021 Fat Bear Week champion as none other than the original winner himself. None of other. His name is 480 Otis. That's Bear.
Whoa.
That's not Otis. The week-long celebration of bears in Southwest Alaska bulking up as hibernation in winter near had fans voting on which bear they thought was the chonkiest of them all. This year, over 793,000 votes were cast during the week, breaking last year's record of around 650,000 votes. After a tough week of competition, 480 Otis defeated fellow big boy 151 Walker, also known as the Baron of Beer Donkadonk, to become an unprecedented four-time Fat Bear Week champion. 480 Otis was the inaugural Fat Bear Week champion in 2014, before winning back-to-back titles in 2016 and 2017, and then once again taking the Chonky crown this year. They said Chonky twice. You need some new ones. First identified by park rangers in 2001 when he was 4 years old, 480 Otis may be getting up there in age, as brown bears typically live for around 20 to 30 years, according to the World Wildlife Fund. While most of the majestic creatures in this year's 12 bear tournament are some of the most dominant ones of the national park, which can result in confrontations over popular bear feeding spots, 480 Otis avoids all of that. He's known for sitting in his office on the far side of the fall. He just chills there and waits for the fish to come to him, Sarah Woolman, project and media manager for Catmate Conservancy, told USA Today last week. He really did put on the pounds this year. You think he's aware that the contest was happening? He's like, oh man, I slimmed down too much. Gotta get some fish in me.
When you're the defending champ, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
480 Otis.
I just want to see like a Fat Bear Week training montage. Best around, just chomping down fish.
Yes, I'm so glad you went there.
I tried to find a message from my coworker in context of Fat Bear Week. It was all in person. It was like me walking into the building and being like, "Did you vote for Fat Bear?" So I have no like verbatim message to read, but this is a big deal to my friends. And so, congratulations.
Fat Bear Week, baby.
To 480 Otis, your Fat Bear 2021 champion.
Four-time champ.
You go, LeBron James. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. So you never know what this is
No,
going to be.
actually 4, yeah.
Well, and this is ongoing.
Yeah.
Although, is Otis going to make it?
This'll
You
be
said
fun,
something about
though.
bear weight.
Bear Donkadonk?
Or bear life expectancy. So
Honky Tonk. Bear Donkadonk.
to be honest, what you saw Sean put up was not 480 Otis as Mike pointed out, excuse me. That was an illustration, GMS illustration of what the bear could have looked like.
He's very big.
What?
He's as I said it, he's very, very big.
Oh, I get it. Barry, because of bear.
Very.
I do think there's a bit of controversy, by the way. So I'm wondering, Sean, since you are the keeper of Bear, I had always assumed Bear was spelled Barebear, as in the bear is not wearing any clothing. What is the official spelling of Bear's name?
No, it's Bear. He's Bear.
Okay, Bear. Gotcha.
Bear.
I thought it's because he wasn't wearing clothes.
Is the bear?
He is also bear. So Bear is bear. Yeah.
So he's a bear.
Bear.
Mr. Bear was my father.
I'm sorry, what?
My bear dad was a bear before me, and then my bear before me.
Yep.
So.
Bear. Bear, but not bald. My bear is definitely not bald.
Coming up, we're going to tell you a story about a tarantula stranded on a California rooftop. Okay, that's coming up. In fact, have you seen in our neighborhood, Sean, has the Goodwill put the big spider back up on the roof?
Ooh, I haven't been over there to see, but it's usually up by now.
Last year, it was up like in August, but I think that was because everything was shut down during the pandemic, and as you can imagine, Goodwill makes probably a good amount of its revenue during Halloween, and so... Yeah, I think they were like, please just start shopping now. We need your help. This is some facts about Bathtub Day. In a world in which demands on your time are high, it's reassuring to know that there is one day in the year where you can reclaim the right to relax at your leisure. Bathtub Day is more than just an excuse to while away the time as you immerse yourself in the warm waters of your bathroom, according to daysoftheyear.com. It is the day to remember and rejoice the introduction of the bathtub in England in 1828. Despite the fact that plumbing systems for bathing date back as far as 3300 BCE, so 3300 BCE. It was not until approximately 1700 BCE that the first bathtub of any sort was found. This was in Crete. In terms of modern bathtubs, the first was invented in England in 1828. It is Bathtub Day on Gaming Morning Show. It is also an interview with Kate Sanchez from But Why Though. That's coming up next, Gaming Morning Show. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thank you for being with us on this Thursday. And for the first time in quite a while, we have a chance to talk to Kate Sanchez from But Why Though, editor-in-chief, co-owner of the website ButWhyThoughPodcast.com. Good morning to you, Kate.
Good morning. It's been a long time.
It has. Well, you've been moving, and there's a whole bunch of things that happen, obviously, in the world of pop culture that doesn't halt just because you're moving, right?
Yep.
But I hope that everything is unpacked and everything is good where you are. It is, of course, Bathtub Day today, so we've been asking everybody, how do you like baths, and what is the best bathtub you've ever experienced in your life?
So we just moved into a new house, and it has like a big, like, soaking tub type thing, and I've never had one before. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. And after like doing 2 back-to-back moves, I bought one of those like Epsom salt bath bombs. And I was like, yes, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to grab a bath beer and sit here and use my Kindle.
Bath beers sound delightful. They
are. So that's it for the
bath beer.
I have shower beers all the time.
That's the takeaway. That was pretty okay right there.
But bath beer, I need to get on board with that. One thing you could do in a bath, if you all you have to do is put a TV in there,
okay,
and risk putting your next gen consoles in there and play some Far Cry 6. So have you checked out Far Cry 6, and what are your thoughts?
I really like Far Cry 6. It has some of the same problems that Far Cry has had traditionally and had last time, which is really cool story elements with some really cool characters, really outlandish gameplay that's super freaking fun. But where they meet in the middle, it gets a little bit hard because hitting on some of those like larger emotional elements while like using a gun that plays a Macarena is not necessarily the same thing. That said, I really, really enjoy it. I really love the cast of characters that they have for the Revolutionaries. I love Danny, who you play as. I will say it does a great job of making Danny a full character and not just somebody that's like your avatar that you're playing as. Danny sings along to songs in the car. Whether you play male or female Danny, they care about different things. Like they have an actual trajectory, and it isn't just self-insertion, which is really nice to play. And it's just a lot of fun. So I really like it.
Yeah, it seems like it's nice. It seems like it's nice to have a character that's actually a character that you play as, because that's one thing that I felt was missing in 5 is like they just called you Rookie or the Rook because it wasn't a character, and that's good for him.
That's fine. It's all good. Well, so now that Far Cry 6 is out, I know there's a lot of other things, especially in the coming months, that are happening. Whether it's Marvel movies or TV shows or games, or there's just so much. What do you guys have? What's coming up on the horizon for you, and but why though? Like, what do you think of the next month or so? What are you guys gonna try and focus on?
Oh, everything. October is a giant month. October and November are giant months, not just for gaming, but in every other industry as well. Mm-hmm. Comic books are putting out a lot of their specials right now. You're going to see some of the crossover events ebbing and flowing. You're going to see a lot of big films. I believe between Dune, No Time to Die, all of the big things that got pushed off from last year are about to be coming out. And then we have a lot of streaming content that's really hitting, and we're making a concerted effort to try, especially when it comes to international titles, which is why I'm very proud we got our Squid Game review up the day that it came out, and we didn't have to wait like the other folks. So there's just a lot, and we're focusing on everything. My film crew just came off of doing 2 film festivals back to back, and actually technically 3, because Fantastic Fest also happened. But yeah, it's you can look to us for everything, because there's going to be a lot of content coming out, and we know that you're going to want to like pick where you're spending your time. Let us guide you. Read our reviews, look at our tweets at the very least. We have a really cool TLDR at the bottom of every review, so if you don't want to take the 5 minutes to read it, scroll all the way down, get the synopsis and the score.
And as always, I say your Twitter feed is a must follow. And I saw that as you talked about Squid Game, you also brought up shows like Alice in Borderland, and even just a whole list of, did you say K-drama? Is that Korean Netflix
Korean
series?
Dramas. Yeah.
So give us some insight on what people could watch. If they like Squid Game, what should they also be watching?
Oh gosh, so Alice in Borderlands is a must. And what you need to understand is the death game genre is something that is really, really popular in Asian media. It's something that has been done throughout Japan for a really long time. So a lot of the things that I would recommend come from Japanese titles. So there's Darwin's Game on Netflix, Future Diary on Netflix. Those are 2 animes. Alice in Borderland. But on the Korean side, if you really liked the darkness and some of the more introspective elements of Squid Game, you can look for something like Sweet Home, which is a webcomic adaptation. People turn into monsters. They're stuck in an apartment complex. It's really cool. You also have things like Kingdom, which is a zombie period piece set in Joseon, Korea. It's one of the most beautiful and most expensive shows that Netflix has ever put on when it comes to Korean content. There are 2 seasons and a movie. Highly recommend, especially for spooky season. And then really just take a look through the Korean section of the television. You have everything ranging from rom-coms, dramas, to like detective noir things with things like Black and Possessed and Beyond Evil. There is a lot to watch when it comes to international content on Netflix. It's the one reason why we're never going to get rid of the subscription. And especially when it comes from the Korean side, you can find so much to fill that Squid Game itch. It may not be exactly the same, but you'll find a lot of the storytelling elements in other pieces. So critiques on capitalism, connections to other people, how we balance greed, selflessness, and selfishness. You can find that across the board in a lot of great content. So yeah,
Kate Sanchez is the co-owner and editor-in-chief of But Why Though Podcast. Go to butwhythoughpodcast.com for more information. We really missed having you on. I'm happy that the move is settled. We love having folks from your website on, and we'll talk more in the future. There's the Twitter handle for Kate. You can get some of those recommendations on there. I hope you have the best Thursday and maybe find a bathtub beer later on.
Yes. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great day.
Likewise.
Bye.
Kate Sanchez on Gaming Morning Show. A lot of fun to have Kate. We also have to say, I believe, goodbye to Mike. Mike, I hope that your wife goes out of surgery and it's all successful and all that jazz. So we'll miss you, buddy, and look forward to seeing you on Monday's show.
Who's in surgery?
I think your wife. I hope so. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me check. Hello? Yeah, I don't know. They didn't answer. Okay. I love you guys.
Did you just
I'll
call
talk to you later. I'll probably pop up in the chat. So.
Did you just call the hospital?
Yeah, totally. Hold on. Hello? Is Megan? Nope. Okay. No, they said no.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's fine. She probably went to like Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Oh no. Please look at the hospital first. That would probably mean a lot to her.
Find the poop in the ball pit. Best
All right.
game ever.
Goodbye, Mike.
Bye.
It's Mike O, host of GMS After Dark. Oh my gosh. What time is it now? Anyone know? 7:40 sound right?
7:40 sounds right.
Okay.
At least on the West Coast.
There you go. 10:40 out on the East Coast, and is now probably 3:40 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. All right. We've talked a lot about bathtubs today. I like the bathtub beer idea. I think maybe I need to get behind bathtub beer more.
That sounds pretty okay.
Yeah. But you mentioned Far Cry 6. I've heard in the very few audios, podcasts that I've listened to, or just happen to be watching some streams. Like I've heard like somewhere between like Far Cry 3 and now, like it just kind of got redundant. Am I hearing that correctly, or am I making that up?
Far Cry has a formula for sure, and I don't think it's redundant because they do a good job of like every Far Cry game is in like a very unique setting, and that brings some differences game to game. But the games all kind of play out in a very similar way, and Far Cry does its usual Far Cry things. So there's definitely a repetitive formula there, and if you like that, you kind of look past it. If you don't, then every game you're like, ugh, it's the same stuff I didn't like from Far Cry 4 is back in Far Cry 5, and now it's back in Far Cry 6. So they are formulaic, but they're pretty unique beasts in terms of settings and themes and stuff like that.
4 things Far Cry gets right. That was the headline from Kate Sanchez on butwhythoughpodcast.com. So I will share that with you right now into the chat. And if you want to find out more about Far Cry and everything else pop culture, check out butwhythoughpodcast.com. And I don't know if we're going to stream it, but I know that Sean's eager to play Far Cry 6. So somewhere along the line, you'll likely either get some content or some first-person reaction to Far Cry 6, which is out today. So there you go.
Right now.
Right now. 7:42 out on the West Coast, as we mentioned. We got next hour community games, and we'll also hang out with you to give you the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming re-news. This was the story about the tarantulas from Ben Hooper of UPI. There's apparently animal rescuers in California who were called out to assist a tarantula that was spotted on a roof. However, it was a Halloween decoration. And listen, I just asked Sean about, have you seen the tarantula on the top of the Goodwill here in our neighborhood? It is probably how big? 30 feet?
Yeah, like 30 feet across.
It's huge. This cannot be what they thought was a tarantula, right? Like, there's no way. Because they wouldn't go out there and be like, oh, there's a lost tarantula on the house. There's just no way. However, they still had to get animal control out there. The Peninsula Humane Society said that animal control dispatched somebody in the neighborhood. It received permission to attempt a rescue, went up on the roof, and then they said in the Facebook post that they discovered quickly was actually a Halloween decoration, not a pet tarantula. Quote, she said it looked like it had been up there for a while. Buffy Tarbox, the Peninsula Humane Society's communications manager, told SF Gate, quote, I guess if you don't like spiders, that's the better outcome. The officer brought the plastic tarantula, down from the roof to show the homeowners that was actually a faux spider.
So silly.
Why is Bear trying to ride everything today?
Oh, he does what he wants. He can't get rid of him.
Tarbox said the officer brought the plastic spider back to the Humane Society's office in Burlingame. Quote, it became the funny thing where we were placing it on various people's desks. That joke wore very thin and it was put into the trash. What a bizarre story. How bizarre?
Oh, man. So bizarre.
So bizarre.
So bizarre.
All right, there you go. Yesterday, you were a part of the debut, quote, Mike, maiden voyage of GMS After Dark. It was super fun. We had a fast food fantasy draft. I did go with your town, Bearshire. I was all on board for Chris M.E.'s town, which was Chris M.E.topia or Utopia, right?
Utopia. Mm-hmm.
I was all ready to go. But then here's what happened. You picked Sonic as what, round 9?
Yeah, that was my last pick.
I love Sonic.
It's pretty okay.
It's got the best fast food ice cream. It's amazing.
Yeah. I tried to my overall strategy was to like shotgun approach. I wanted to get some favorites from across the board so that there's a little bit of everything for everyone. And I think it worked out pretty okay.
With Chris having Starbucks, I was like all in on that, and then I was like,
yeah, that was a good pick. That was a good pick.
So do you think Duncan doomed Mike from the beginning?
Doomed? No, because I think his goal is to make a place where he can go out to eat. Like I think Mike's approach was to pick a bunch of his favorites. So I don't think Mike did any pandering to audiences. He's making his town a place he wants to be and have things he enjoys. And if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else.
Like to Utopia or Bearshire. How much time do you think Mike spends at a Chuck E. Cheese's?
that was an odd last choice.
Nice. Brendan says, Sonic has the best and only fast food happy hour. Tim Hortons was the twist choice of the night, though. Was that one of yours?
That was one of mine. And the reason I went that way is Mike had Dunkin' and then Chris got Starbucks. And I was like, well, I need something kind of in that same vibe. And all the other ones I could think of are more regional. And so I was like, well, if I'm going to get something that's more regional, I might as well get something that's not like one of the ones near us, like Dutch Brothers or something like that, where most people are going to be like, I don't know what that is.
Although they just recently went public on Wall Street. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah,
That's
Dutch Bros
surprising.
is a publicly traded company now.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, Tim Hortons, I've heard, especially from Lucy the First, who is in Canada, out of Edmonton, Alberta, says that the donuts are pretty okay. Not just the coffee, so.
Good coffee, good donuts.
Ooh,
So I went with that.
Einstein Bros, pretty good bagels. Oh, sorry. Did I say Dutch Brothers? Blasphemy. Oh. I missed. Oh, no. Yay! Oh, no. Yeah, Einstein, gosh, I haven't had Einstein Brothers in probably 3 years, but there's several of them up in the Portland area. And they have really good bagels. So,
Yeah, their bagels pretty tasty.
pretty good sandwiches, too. Yeah, I like that one. I also went with yours because Dairy Queen. So maybe I'm ice cream swayed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you said the thing about
Ice cream helps.
like the whatever meal you get at Dairy Queen, it comes with like a piece of toast that's just dripping in butter.
Uh-huh.
That does make the meal.
Yeah. It's pretty tasty.
My only complaint about Dairy Queen is their chicken strips are way too small. Like, I want Safeway style chicken strips, you know, the big grocery store deli chicken strips, and they do not deliver at Dairy Queen. Like 99% of the time. Sometimes you'll get one where it's like, holy cow, did I get the top of the bag? But not often, so. Next week, it'll be Digital.Games who's holding down the fort on YouTube. And look, it's Maiko debating Marvel movies.
I scored him and the ball.
It's important. Ooh, you have expected Cinnabon to enter the chat. Panera's pretty okay. Panera got rid of this thing that they had, the cinnamon like chip scone. It was so good. And then they revamped it, and it was like a round scone, and it was no longer as good. And then I can't even get it now, so they must have got rid of it entirely on the menu. But that thing was amazing. Panera always had this thing where like you go into Panera for dinner, and it's like, and for $1 you can add on a pastry. It's like, okay. Is it unlimited dollar pastries? Because I'd like to have like 7, please. I think if I could buy, in fact, there's a company out here that started an app where it's like they have deals with restaurants where at the end of the day, you can pay like $6 or $7 for a mystery box of items that would otherwise be thrown away. If Panera ever comes out with that, you'll never see me at any restaurant again.
That's interesting. What's some mystery items?
Happy 1 week until your birthday, Kiki. I have to get up at 1 a.m. Pacific time. I don't know if I want to do that.
You get up early and get up at 1, and I'll stay up late and stay up till 1.
We'll cross paths.
We'll meet in the middle.
You haven't taken a bath in 5 years? No wonder Copia thinks you smell. No, I haven't taken a bath much at all. In fact, Sean moved into his house just over a year ago, and I still have not used the awesome bathtub for a man of size or height. So,
yeah, it's a pretty good bath. It's not like a soaker tub. It doesn't have jets or anything, but for just like a standard bathtub, it's a good size, and that makes me happy.
yeah. If they ever add corner goals to this game, I'm going to be cracked. I had a much better day yesterday. I'm not doing as well today. Maybe I need the pressure of having a car that won't start to really make me good at Rocket League. Quiet's asking, how tall are you?
6'2".
6'1.25".
I win.
He rounds up.
Actually, I think that's rounding down just a tad.
7:52. West Coast 10:52 out of these 3:52 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Digital Dot Game said there should be a whirly ball / demolition ball video game.
Whirly ball. I don't know how whirly ball is.
There was a game, Doc, that you played one time on a stream that you said would be good for GMS, and I thought it was like a demolition derby game. Copia, Copia's here. Good moron, Copia. Been lurking in the shadows, and I bring you up, and sure enough,
Good moron.
Kiki proves you to be accurate about not taking a bath. So, yeah, I mean, listen, if I could add one thing to a house, it would be to have like a soaker. I actually think I'd like to have a house with a soaker tub more than I would like to have a hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I'd use it more, but maybe I'm wrong. So, allegedly, Kiki, allegedly. K-Loft's here. You're late.
Top of the moron.
Bob greets you, and I tell you you're late. Where have you been? These production notes won't write themselves. Let's see. Oh, Destruction All-Star, says Doc. It's kind of dead, I think. But there's rumors of Twisted Metal being worked on. That would be great. I love Twisted Metal. Oh, that old excuse, K-Laugh? Had to rewire a boat trailer? You told me that a couple months ago. Whatever. Copia said also, what won me over on the fast food fantasy draft was Five Guys. There you go.
Five Guys is pretty okay.
Your line about any place that drops 3 pounds of French fries into your bag at the end is pretty okay. So
it's fine by me.
All right, let's do some sports really quick. You haven't had a chance to play this game since the baseball season ended for them. Did the Mets win?
No.
Correct.
They did not play. It's going to become a very easy game. Should we find out who Mike's favorite basketball or hockey team is, and then we can play that game every single day?
I don't know. I kind of like continuing. Did the Mets win?
You just like being right.
Correct.
Yesterday, there's preseason hockey and preseason basketball, so we won't bother to talk about that. But we will tell you that the Dodgers advance into the National League Divisional Series after beating the St. Louis Cardinals 3-1. It was a walk-off home run to take out the Cards, who came into the playoffs hot. Chris Taylor gives the Dodgers the W there. San Diego Padres have fired Jace Tingler, who presided over the biggest collapse in franchise history, finishing second a year before as NL Manager of the Year. So, oops. Chicago Bears coach Matt Nagy has changed his mind and has made Justin Fields the Chicago quarterback going forward. Originally said Andy Dalton would return after a knee injury. However, that is not the case, according to the Associated Press. And Stephon Gilmore is going to the Carolina Panthers, exchanged for a 2023 sixth-round pick from the New England Patriots. Leisure sports!
Sports.
There was a race this weekend, right?
Yes.
Istanbul, 5 a.m. Pacific time for the Turkish Grand Prix. So, there you go.
Yeah. An early one.
Let's go, Max! Okay. We'll come back next hour. No. Take it to the max. Stop you. We'll tell you more about the days of the day. Your LED lights look fantastic. There's a reason I'm telling Sean that. So next hour, stick around. We got community games and this day in gaming history. So it's all ahead on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. We appreciate you being with us. Mike had to go. Sean will be back for a little bit next hour. More to come on Facebook Gaming, on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and on Gaming Morning TV. There we go. It caught up. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. It's Thursday.
We could do better.
Hi, I'm Bob from Gaming Morning Show. You know, the voice from the box. As the proud owner of an amazing voice, I, like many of you, am familiar with the amazing voice of our friend Austin Attack. Her very popular music is available as a points redemption on her stream at twitch.tv/AustinAttack12. However, it is Austin's sound effects that are the real hidden gem. So today, we are offering you the greatest sound effects ever created by Austin Attack. Previously, these individual sound effects were only available for easy in-home playback by searching hours of VODs. But now, thanks to GMS, you can listen to these one-of-a-kind sound effects with our special edition 16 CD, 35 cassette tape, 1 Laserdisc set. For the first time, you can own Austin saying, "Beach."
Beach.
Plus, who can forget Austin makes a car
What
noise?
sound do cars make? Vroom, vroom.
Or that time that Austin tried to make the noise a dodgeball makes.
And then like a ball, like, like.
No.
I was trying to make like a dodgeball sound.
And if you order now, we'll include the best of Grimm sound effects at no additional charge.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Grimm! Get the best of Austin Attack's special effects collection by sharing random cat pictures in our Discord. Please keep in mind this collection is fictitious, and you'll never actually receive anything, except our love. And isn't that better anyway? Order your collection. Austin Attack. Songs for the beach.
Beach.
By calling 555, put it on a pancake, or visit our website, gamingmorningshow.tv. Our fulfillment department is standing by, which means you'll probably never see anything. They're so fired. Become a Patreon. Go to GMS.watch and click on where to find GMS. Thank you for your support of GMS. Won't you adopt me? Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, Community Games, and GMS, Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, and the clip of the day. It's time for GMS. Right now.
Okay, let's do it. Morning gamers. Let's go. What? I think I've crushed every single one of our intros today. Like, just jumping right back in. Every single one has been impeccable.
Bob, I think Bob's been drinking this morning.
Hey, Bob, what time is it?
Time for hour number 3.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go.
Hello to the final hour crew.
FHC is here. Quiet I Am Gaming,
Kind
who's
of a
been here
train wreck
for...
show.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Bob, for vast majority of the show. K-Laugh is checking in late, so it is good to see you finally, K-Laugh. Hey, it's Brendan, TTTV. Good news, Brendan. I just built your shout-out, so starting with tomorrow's show, we can actually start playing shout-out to Brendan. But Brendan will be streaming today, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, so that'll be cool. Just do this, and do this, and do this, and then do that. Look, there you go. So that's not the one that we usually do, but... And Mike Hill is here. Update. Megan is not performing her own surgery. It seems like a good thing, right?
I mean, it depends how good at performing surgeries is Megan. Maybe it'd be better if she performed her own surgery.
Oh,
She a
that's
surgery
true. I
pro?
hadn't thought about that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe what Megan could do is do what's that? Surgery simulator where Megan goes in and like pretends to do a surgery. Isn't there like a surgeon simulator or something like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Indeed.
All right. Well, this hour we'll tell you about zebras escaping from an Illinois pumpkin farm. That's on the way. It's Frappe Day. It is National LED Light Day, National Inner Beauty Day. I just had a pretzel. My wife and the kids made homemade pretzels over the weekend. This one that I just tried was not their best effort.
Well, bummer.
And it was not covered in chocolate. It's National Chocolate Covered Pretzel Day. So, could have been better. You Matter to Me Day, National Personal Safety Day, National Press and Screening Day, and National Forgiveness Day. In addition to Bathtub Day. So,
I think I'm gonna have to take a bath.
I hope you do. You could use some Epsom salt in a bath beer. There's a lot going on. So,
all day, every day.
Give me a little more audio. I'm curious if you'd be up for this. I just got an email. Have you ever heard of a place called Buffalo Wild Wings?
Small, independent fast food restaurant.
Do you remember Boneless Thursdays?
I sure do remember Boneless
Today
Thursdays.
is Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
It is. It is also Thursday Night Football, and it's a game worth watching, Rams Seahawks. So, I was thinking...
I'll keep you updated.
Okay.
But that sounds good to me.
I mean, we could watch it from the bathtub. We could go Bridges of Madison County.
Can I be on top? We're gonna have to go layers. It's
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Quiet's like, we had a rental house one time in Portland when my friend, actually Jeff and his family came out from Montana, and it was like a claw foot bathtub. It looked exactly like the one from Bridges of Madison County. So that was a running joke for like the 3 days we stayed at that place was, hey, you want to go upstairs do Bridges of Madison County? So, which was Clint Eastwood and, gosh, was it Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman? What was her name? Anyone remember the actress?
the actress name wasn't Dr. Quinn.
Is it Jane? No, Jane Lynch is the woman from Glee. And Wreck-It Ralph. Why can't I remember Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman?
Jane Seymour.
Okay. Was she the one? Check Bridges of Madison County. Was she the one in that? I would ask Kalaf, but Kalaf's been busy working on the boat trailer.
No, does not appear. She was in Bridges of Madison County.
Okay, who was the actress in Bridges of Madison County? Those were the two. Anyway. Oh, was it Meryl Streep? No, really? Never heard of her. Never heard of her. It was Meryl Streep? At least this is good because it proves I've never watched Bridges of Madison County. I've just seen like screen caps of that scene from like Oscar nominations. So, anywho, Kalaf was saying my excuse is way better. I was rewiring the boat trailer specifically for LED lights on National LED Light Day. So,
All right. Well, that does help.
it was in Southwest Portland, so no, but it was close. Maybe it's just all of South Portland required to have at least one clawfoot tub, according to Myco. Could be. I don't know. All right, it's 8:10. Stick around. We're gonna have community games here soon.
Did you know Elizabeth Shue was in Karate Kid?
I doubt it. Can't be true. I clearly remember that. So.
Oh, I love Karate Kid. We should rewatch Karate Kid.
I think KJ has a point. K-Laugh, it is National Forgiveness Day, so I forgive you. But don't let it happen again.
Greetings, Final Hour crew ambassador Chris M. Yee, mayor of the internet.
Thanks for being here, Chris. It's good to see you. Good moron. Oh, we're gonna do a Bridges of Madison County watch party. Holy cow! Elizabeth Shue is with an S. I didn't know that. Although that's not surprising. I don't even know what movies Elizabeth Shue's in, apparently. So.
Hello, FHC.
It is Pickle Feets. Good morons, you Pickle.
Pickle had a pretty stellar appearance last night at GMS After Dark.
What'd Pickle do?
He was just there, and I like when Pickle's there.
Nice, Pickle. I'll be there. Oh, that was a goal if you had...
I was so ready for it.
Yep. They just knocked it out of the way. I should get credit for a save there. All right, raise your hand if you're going to Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner tonight. Did no one pick B-dubs during the fast food? I guess it's not fast food.
It's not fast food. No. It's the most fast food like sit down restaurant.
Sometimes.
But then you have like actual fast food wings too close together with Buffalo Wild Wings, and you're like, oh yeah, that's different level of quality there. And I don't even think Buffalo Wild Wings are like amazing wings, but then you have like Wingstop, and you're like, ugh, gross. I couldn't get to the ball, but I blew him up.
Yep,
so
you sure did.
That worked out.
That person was really not thinking like, I want to score right now though, so. But that person was. Where is B-dubs? B-dubs. There's one here, so there you go, KJ. K-Laf says, I have to watch that VOD. Who took Subway?
Subway went unpicked.
It's available for you, K-Laf. Is Subway fast food?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I really was excited about Chris's first 7 picks. And I was like, I don't know what Raising Cane's is, but like it looks like it's chicken. So I was like, I like chicken places, so I'm on board. But Chris had Starbucks and something else that I was really into. But then when you came through with Sonic and Dairy Queen, I was like, it's over. It made me realize how much ice cream, how much ice cream I get at fast food places. And it doesn't help that the McFlurry just is an awful concoction anyway, so.
Well, it can be tasty.
No.
But they're inconsistent, and then it being broken half the time doesn't help.
Well, yeah, so that's definitely true. But it's like, if I'm going to go get what that thing is supposed to be, I'll just go get a Blizzard.
Right, but you can't discount being at McDonald's and being like, oh, while I'm here, I should also get a McFlurry.
I don't know. I
agree. If you're specifically driving out and you're like, I want fast food ice cream, I would never go to McDonald's first choice. But
well, but the problem is, like, I've even been in scenarios, and granted, they were, like, right next to each other, but I'm like, I want the crispy chicken sandwich from McDonald's, but I want a Frosty from Wendy's, so I've driven to both places before. Because I don't want a McFlurry. Chris is complimenting you. Chris is a gracious loser.
We were all winners. There were some great restaurants on all 3 lists.
Some of you were more winnery than others, though. Let's be real.
See, Mike says no one should go to McDonald's. It's gross and their fries are way too salty. That's the problem. Is sometimes their fries aren't way too salty, and sometimes they're not freezing cold. Like one in 10 visits, their fries are like perfect.
And if that person really hit the ball right there, that would have been great. Nope, they missed. That's right. I'm critiquing Rocket League play. Can't laugh. Everyone won except Subway, for shame. We had so much promise. Yeah, I'm still surprised no one picked Burger King, even like out of just charity to Austin.
The thought crossed my mind. It was more fun not picking Burger
Well,
King.
and then when Mike, I mean, you could tell Mike had, Chuck E. Cheese's in his back pocket, right? But I was like, when Mike was like had clearly lost, it was like, come on, throw a bone for Austin. But nope, had to go with Chuck E. Cheese's.
You've met Mike before, right?
I know. Wait, was there collusion in the fast food fantasy draft? Collusion.
It was an unspoken agreement. We all knew.
If you watch back on the VOD in slow motion, there's clearly hand signals and facial expressions that signal nobody picked Burger King.
Yeah, I got Taco Bell for her and Pizza Hut for her. So she still had yummy options.
T word, B word. I'm surprised wasn't on the draft board like the way that it was presented. And that's Kate Online, right? T word, B word.
Mm-hmm.
Mike didn't even pick a burger chain for a fast food draft. Bold move, Cotton. Okopia is claiming Burger King for himself. Oh, we tried. All right, we're losers. It's 8:18. 11:18 out on the East Coast is 4:18 for those watching in Ukraine. Steak and Shake, not as good as Shake Shack. That was the other one that Chris had that I was like,
Steak and Shake's pretty tasty though.
Residents of Squatchylvania need to go to Utopia or Bearshire to get a decent burger. Squatchylvania is going to open up their own burger chain. So, Squatch Burgers. Does
Everyone that lives there, they prefer like a sit-down restaurant burger instead of a fast food burger, so it's totally fine.
Does Chuck E. Cheese's have burgers?
Oh, I can't imagine they'd be any good. But Steak and Shake has burgers,
so now
and they're pretty tasty.
Second guessing myself all of a sudden. So for some reason, I thought that Chuck E. Cheese was Chuck E. Cheese's, like it actually had an apostrophe S on the sign. But I'm going to the website. It says Chuck E. Cheese. So I had changed my vernacular because of driving past one that I swear had an apostrophe S on it one time. Maybe it was a knockoff one. All right. Well, Chuck E. Cheese has burgers apparently. So, all right.
They can't be good. There's no way.
I did like the green screen that Mike had going and was pointing out. This is Grimace. Like, just Mike can kill me. Next episode of GMS After Dark comes your way on Wednesday. It'll be the Marvel movies debate with Digital.Games. Check it out on Wednesday, 4:45 p.m. Pacific time on Gaming Morning Show's streaming platforms. Everyone say goodbye to Sean. Sean's going to go do grown-up stuff. We'll see you later. We'll miss you. It'll be tough. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
I miss
Goodbye.
you.
Goodbye. Goodbye. That's Sean, everyone. I'm Hefty Goof. It's good to see you, wherever you may be. 8:20. We can play some community games today. I'm going to play a word search. I feel like a good word search today, so play some word search. Y'all not ready for these spicy Marvel takes? They're hot, spicy Marvel takes. That's coming out. Word search. Yeah, I haven't played word search in forever. I'll have a nice, easy, chill word search. I got to go get into negotiation mode for buying a car today. So, just nice relaxation here in the final part of the final hour crew, and then go into that place and be like, listen, how about you just give me the car? And they'll be like, you make a good point. And then they'll just hand me the car. What do you think? Think that's going to happen? I think it will. Yeah, it'll definitely happen. Yeah, definitely. It's the way all these car negotiations go, right? Definitely. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's play some word search this morning. We will start with careers. We're looking for words like professor, musician, butcher, athlete, actress, dancer, artist, doctor, author, actor, nurse, and judge. So there you go. The takes were spicy. I remember the first time we heard you talk about the MCU on Stream Doc. Ooh. Foreshadowing. Dun, dun, dun. Left side number, bottom number, directional is how you find the words on this. So, for example, if you were looking for shack, and it started at 9 on the left and 3 on the bottom, you might say, hey, 9-3 northeast. And then we'd have no problem finding it. Potentially. Yeah, perfect example. Quiet I Am Gaming. Judge 4-2 south. Perfect. 4-2 south. And then you just have to have your host select the right amount of spacing. That's careers. 9-2 across is musician. 9-2 across is musician. Doctor 2-9 west. 2-9 west. You're cracked. Quiet. Nice work. Proud of you. Cracked. Yeah, I'm buying a new car today because I woke up yesterday, had to try to fix my wife's car because my wife's car was having problems. Called a tow truck through our roadside assistance because we couldn't find our jumper cables. Actually, we don't own jumper cables. We couldn't find the little jump box that we have, which, by the way, those things are ridiculously cool. Okay. 10-1 North Professor. So, like, it's this little box. It's about the size of, like, a cell phone battery pack where you charge, like, your cell phone has, like, usually 2 USB plugs. It's really cool. And then you have these little charger cables, jumper cables that go into it, and then you, like, basically defibrillator the battery, hook them up, and then you push a button and, like, charge. Anyway, that's cool. And couldn't find it. So I finally just called roadside assistance, like, hey, I need a jump. So person shows up. Artist 3-2 Southwest. Person shows up and super nice. It couldn't start right away, and then finally was like, here, try this. It's like, okay. So we did, and it worked. And he's like, whatever you do, don't turn off this car. And then as I was getting ready to leave for the mechanic after finding one that was open and could get the car in that day, I accidentally turned off the car. And then I had to get towed. It was a bad day. Actor 1-6 southeast. 1-6 southeast. Author 3-2 east. Look at y'all, you're cracked. 3-4 east. You found Thort. 8-8 west. Athlete. Oh, whoops. Let's get the A. There we go. Dancer. 4-6. So anyway, long story short, I have to go buy a car. The mechanic, this was my favorite anecdote from this morning that I shared in the first hour. 10-3 north. Nice. Good job, chat. We'll do one more. This is going to be superheroes. Doctor Doom, Magneto, Iron Man, Gambit, Iceman, Storm, Robin, Rogue, Flash, Hulk, Thor, Mike. Thor is actually in this one. And Loki. Oh, it's fine, K-Laugh. We were going to get ready to trade it in. But we took it to a mechanic. Mechanic replaces the battery. First point of troubleshooting, allegedly. 9 all. There you go. Whoop. And the mechanic's like, listen, there's also metal shavings in your oil. I was like, oh, is that bad? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Do you think it'll last us 6 months? He goes, nope. It's like, oh, okay. So that made our decision really easy. Really easy. Thor, 7-7 east, southeast. Mike, you didn't get Thor. What are you doing? Magneto. Iron Man. 5'4" across gamut. You're cracked, Chris. You're cracked. So anyway, the car dealership is going to go and tow my car to wherever they're going to dispose of it. So we get a trade-in Nibor, and they're going to basically say, like, if it goes to an auction house, that's where it's going. So, Mike, you shouldn't have been peeing at the exact time that you had a chance to find Thor. Instead, Kalaf took it for you. So, sorry. Get wrecked. Hulk, 410. Nice. Claw. Flash, 29 west. 29. Hasulf. Rogue, 10-2 north. 10-2. Nice, you're cracked. Storm's one of the best superheroes all time. No doubt. Marats. And Iceman, 10-3 to the north. 10-3 to the north. Who's Iceman? Is that an X-Men character?
Correct.
I remember there was one that was like good at freezing stuff. Oh, we're so good. We have one more puzzle. This is the first time potentially in gaming morning show history that we've done 3. So we're usually done by the time that 8:30 rolls around after 2. So look at us. Who would have thought? Thank you, Caleb. He's a guy who controls ice. We have from science: Einstein, physics, climate, density, Newton, Edison, laser, flash, prism, atom, acid, cell. On 2. Ready, break. Sorry, I found prism. Cell 1-9. Nice. Newton 2-1 east. Wow, this is a very like top and sideways puzzle. There's got to be some. Nope. Acid 6-6 southwest. Nice. I found Einstein. Don't tell anyone. Prism 1-1 across. You're cracked, Chris. Adam. Mota. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I love Storm. Storm was always my favorite character to play in the X-Men video games. K-Sulf. I always thought Flask was a not science, but a drink container. Get it? Nice work, K-Laugh with laser. Hey, that's good to hear. Megan's out of surgery. All right, wishing your wife a tremendous recovery. Edison 8-6. Backwards. No side. Dope. Density 10-1. Nice. Yatisned. So we have physics and climate. Climate's 310 west. Look at that. Etta milk. All right, we need physics. Physics. We'll have to find it before chat. We'll have to find it before chat. The race is on to... Oh, fine. Good job. All right. Nice work. Proud of y'all. You did a great job. Megan, by the way, did win Billy Thundergun Award earlier in the show.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
And that was because Megan was talking to Mike, allegedly. And was like, hey, I'm going to surgery tomorrow. The only place that Mike could be up until a certain point with the surgery was in the waiting room, the general waiting room. And didn't really want to be around that many people in an Indiana hospital, says Mike. And so Megan says, well, why don't you just do the first hour of the show and then you can join us? Mike's like, okay. So for Megan, having surgery and potentially performing it on herself and then saying, hey, Mike, go ahead and do the show. Billy Thundergun, teammate of the match. All right, quiet. Have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow as we do Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. All right, I'm going to activate the GMS Gaming Hour. If you've never been here for a gaming hour, it's just like regular gaming morning show, but we just play a little more of the games. So I do want to share this with you.
Who's got the cutest pet on the internet? I have this one, so cute.
I only share that because it's only on this scene. You can't sneak an Aaron Meyer flask place as well, but you can drink from it. I'm going to assume that that's a term for science. I'm not very good at science. Quiet, have a wonderful day, like I said. It's Frappe Day, so if you have a chance to get a blended coffee, more power to you. Actually, surprise, K-Laugh, in a twist, I'm jumping into Apex Legends arenas. I was talking to a good friend, Chris M. Yee, last night, and I've played maybe 2 sessions of Apex in like the last 6 weeks. So, since everyone had to take off and I'm all by myself, I figured I'd play a little. I like Rampart right now. Rampart has a mobile Sheila. I mean, come on. How fun is that? So we've seen on the show, evidenced by my maniacal laughter, Rampart's a lot of fun to play. So, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Stick around. Coming up tomorrow, we should have a Halloween announcement for you from GMS. So we're excited about that. Next week, we should have a Name of the Month giveaway. So we're excited about that. And, of course, GMS After Dark, now a weekly show. Next episode is next Wednesday. So it's every Wednesday, 4:45 p.m. Pacific time. I did like Pickle's line yesterday, speaking of Pickle having a strong After Dark show. Pickle goes, "You lied to me. It's not dark here." And then Mike had this line about going into the bathroom. Just take your phone to the bathroom and it'll be dark in there. And then bada bing, bada boom. Yes, Kate Zaid. Ooh, Halloween. If you don't know about Kate and Halloween, the month of October, Kate is doing a different cosplay every single stream. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays over at twitch.tv/KateZaid. I like how that call, I probably should update that one for you. But Kate's primarily playing Stardew now. So. I want Rampart. That's who I'll pick. Yeah, I don't dislike Halloween. But I don't think I love it either. I'm somewhere in between. I do like, we did for a long time. We had 3 straight years. Sean, me, Hofbrew, and Five Still. We dressed up as different Halloween quartets. One year we did David S. Pumpkins. If you don't know the SNL skit, it's starring Tom Hanks. It's hilarious. You can go to like just SNL on YouTube and see the skit. But there was 2 skeletons along with David S. Pumpkins, and then Sean dressed up as the boyfriend from the skit, who's in the elevator, and it was hilarious. So, pretty okay skit if you ask me. So, and then the year after that, we were the U.S. gold medal Olympic curling team. And then the year after that, we were the Anchorman Quartet. And we would be able to share pictures of this on Discord closer to Halloween. But, yeah, it was fun.
Putting up some amped cover. Material check. Under fire. Exploring around here.
Oh, good, this person's in trouble. I tried. Yeah, the curling team was good. So we went in there, and we had a spare, like, remember, like, those pumpkin baskets that you use for trick or treating. We had a spare one of those, and so we kind of weighed it down, and and we used it as like a curling stone. Person's valiant effort right here. Man, valiant effort by Trash. Listen, I haven't played this game in about a bajillion years, so already my low acumen in this game is one thing, right? But it's been so long since I played it too. I just like this game. Of course, Kiki Low, as we mentioned, birthday stream coming up next Thursday, a week from today. Starts at 1 a.m. Pacific time. Anniversary special from Austin coming up on the 23rd. 30th, you have the Halloween special from Austin. Probably shouldn't have gone this way. Should go help my teammate. Oh, behind me. Ah, he's right here. Well, yeah. Listen, this is the nice thing about this show is I'm not worried about the gameplay. I'm having fun just getting back in the game. So, I don't know. I don't know what else is going on. Got to go buy a car today, like I said. It's weird. It's a weird Thursday, but it was a lot of fun. I'm so happy we got to have our debut of After Dark because we'd been talking about that show for quite some time. And it was just great to see everyone have a good time. So thank you for hanging out with us yesterday. And we'll have that show 4:45 p.m. Pacific time every Wednesday going forward. So super fun. Had a good time. Man, stop blowing up my stuff. Well, we lost. Game over, man. That's fine. Hi, I'm Hefty Goof. It's good to see you. Appreciate hanging out with us. Gaming Morning Show, 8:39 West Coast time. It's 11:39 out on the East. It is 4:39 for those watching over in the UK. GMS in the afternoon. Two zebras were in Illinois. I feel like this is the setup for a joke. Two zebras walk into a bar. But it turns out they were actually at an indoor zoo and escaped. This according to Ben Hooper of UPI. Of course, you know Ben, former guest of the show. Ben Hooper tells us about these two zebras that escaped from a zoo. And it turns out... Try not to drop my controller, and I dropped it anyway. Turns out that they were part of a 2-hour police chase. Pingree Grove. They were at Colbert's Pumpkin Patch and Apple Orchard in Pingree Grove. Jacob Gobert, an employee there, said that two zebras escaped from their pen on the farm's indoor zoo. Why is there an indoor zoo at a farm in Illinois? Anyway, Gobert said the farm does not own the zebras, so the zoo animals are provided by another business. They ended up running loose on Route 47, and at least one driver on the road captured video of the loose animals and put it on TikTok. Illinois State Police were contacted when the chase neared Interstate 90, and officials from the Hampshire and Pingree Grove Police Departments joined the pursuit. The zebras were captured uninjured. Gobert said the farm is investigating how the zebras escaped from their pen. Right? That's a good point. Also, hello, Final Hour crew. It's good to see you.
Hello, FHC.
Final Hour crew, FHC. Bubsy is here. Good morning to you. Bubsy, today is Bathtub Day, and I do like a good bath. Much like Kiki, it's been a far too long gap between my last enjoyable bath. We have a couple bathtubs in this house. No, we just have one, in fact. And it's way too small. Sean talked about this as a man of height, having to either choose your lower half or your upper half being in the water. That's kind of pretty much what I'm running to, because I'm not as much of a man of height as Sean, but I am certainly a man of size compared to sports.gaming. And so fitting into a bathtub, it's not easy. So Bubsy said, I wish I had a bathtub. I am pro bathtub. Good. We appreciate your pro bathtubness for the show. The soaker tubs are pretty okay. The jacuzzis, like those jets. I've had a hot tub in my life before. I was fortunate enough when I was a kid having a hot tub outside. And that is pretty okay, having a hot tub when you're a kid. But we had a chance to have a hot tub in our current place. Not interested. Not interested in owning one. So, Brendan, yeah, Sean and I are of the same height. He gets it. Yeah, you have to choose one or the other. There's no all in a bathtub. But Sean does have a pretty good bathtub at his house in terms of if you're going to have one that's not like a jacuzzi soaker tub style, like, it matters. So, all right, we're going to play one more game in the gaming hour. We'll give you the headlines of the day, show you clip of the day, and get ready to take off. We'll be back tomorrow, as I mentioned, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. on Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being here. Forgive me, I'm just messing with the rampage, excuse me, because I want to play with it. Oh, we asked that earlier, K-Laugh. I'm happy you brought that up. I never got to the point where, like, we did enough sports. I wasn't serious enough about sports to have to, like, do the recovery that ice bath provides. But it always seemed like it was a painful experience. I was shooting over there. I also don't have my headphones up very loud. Person's thirsting. Right here. Interesting choice. Dr. Chick, you're here. It's good to see you. It's good to see you this morning.
Hello, FHC.
Let's see. KJ, okie dokie, have a lovely day. I may or may not be able to switch to audio only on the drive. Takeaway. Oh, we'll have those coming up. Takeaways that were pretty okay. It's good to see you, Dr. Chick. Today is Bathtub Day. So we're asking you, do you like baths? I think actually we asked you collectively. Everyone's involved in this question. Do we like baths? It sounds like consensus is we're all pretty okay with baths. Oh, I went to go type away takeaways. I need to do that. I was gonna say, I hear the shooting. I just can't find the person.
Just a sec. Healing up. Taking fire. Mayday, mayday. I'm Giving my shields a recharge.
Just a sec. Oh no! The Valkyrie threw me off. Sorry, the Valkyrie threw me off. I sat there and saw them fly and I got confused. Alright, we'll play one more. Yesterday was exhausting though, going through all the drama with the car. I don't need 2 of those. That was pretty exhausting, so I will admit that.
I make things look good, don't I?
Oh, could I buy a thermite? No, I said buy a thermite. How's your Thursday going, Dr. Chick? Busy day? Lots of work and stuff.
Reloading. Giving my shields a reach.
That's a bummer. So close.
Care package coming down.
I was so close. Oh, I love a good Sheila. Kate Zaid. Agreed. Agreed. One of my favorite things that happened today is we had a chance to have Kate Sanchez on the show for the first time in forever. So that was a good appearance. Far Cry 6 is out today, and you can see 4 things that Far Cry 6 did well. Go to But Why Though on the internet. ButWhyThoughPodcast.com. I am Hefty Goof. Dr. Chick said, Dr. Chick said, played pretty slow. I had to go to the airport to pick up samples. I'm back to the lab. Welcome back to the lab. Let's do a gaming morning show, morning gaming renews, and then we will check out for the day. It is 8:49 West Coast time, 11:49 on these, 4:49 for those in the UK. Gonna have to go buy a car now. So wish me luck. May I negotiate strongly and leave with exactly what I want. I did not rewire a boat trailer like our friend Kalaf did today, though. So, if you're not rewiring a boat trailer, are you really doing anything with your life? So, at least it was with LED lights on National LED Light Day, so that's important. Here's your gaming morning show, morning gaming renews.
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
That's what you search during the day on our Twitter, which is @WatchGMS, so that you can find out all of the news. We do this every single day in the 6 o'clock hour. Headlines read as follows. Trolley. Do you know that the company that makes the gummy worms, they make like the fluorescent colored gummy worms? They're giving away 20 gummy worm themed Xbox Series S consoles. Okay. This from Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. And I saw that Adidas had a collaboration. This is apparently part of like a 20th anniversary with Xbox. I saw that Adidas had a collaboration with Xbox where they made Adidas themed Xbox shoes, which honestly look pretty okay. And I don't really like Adidas nor Xbox, but I kind of do want trolley gummy worms today. If you get it, the controller is very gummified, like gummy wormified. It's very colorful. Let's put it that way. According to Jason Guasau of Game Informer, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Arceus, might not be open world. Apparently, this new Pokemon game was supposed to be open world. Apparently, it is not, or not as much as we thought. It's according to Game Informer. And EA is considering renaming the FIFA series. Mike's suggestion was to name it NFL 2K5, which I don't think will go very well. Now, that was according to Joe Screbbles of IGN. Again, check our Twitter. You'll find all of those headlines. Today, out for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC is Far Cry 6. No longer home, out today for Xbox One and Switch. Creepy Tales 2, woohoo, out for Switch. Prehistoric Life Puzzles out for Switch. Drum Box out today for Switch. Sophia's World is out for Switch. Pan Morphia out for Switch. Balloon Pop, Learning Letters, Numbers, Colors, Game for Kids out for Switch. The Lightbringer out for Switch and PC. Business Tour Deluxe is out for Switch. The Marauder Chronicles, Curse over Valdria out for Switch. Lotus Bloom for Switch. Infinite Corp, Cyberpunk card game is out for Switch. Age of Darkness Final Stand for PC. Whisper Trip Chapter 1 for PC. And Blade of Darkness out today for PC. Our name of the morning, which you can also find on our Twitter feed,
Hashtag GMS name of the morning.
was Pandaball. Just Pandaball. Pandaball, capital B, for Switch. So congratulations, Pandaball. Out today, now eligible for name of the month consideration, which would be pretty okay. K-Laugh said, I don't know, walking to Walmart at 4 a.m. to buy light bulbs had me questioning my life decisions. Hey, I might be up at 1 a.m. next Thursday to start watching Kiki Low stream. If it's not 1 a.m., I'll try to be up by 3. I think I can pull that off. All right, let's have Kajito help us out with Clip of the Day today.
Clip of the day. Clip of the day. Clip of the day. Clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
Toot toot.
Bad. And she didn't want to bother the nurse. Wife Watch 2021. I gave up. I'm gonna call them so I can pee. Okay, success. So much better. There we go. So she peed. Hopefully in the toilet. Yeah, and she'll see you in a few hours. So there we go. I mean, if I was having surgery, I would still be on the show. I'd be like, can you not knock me out? Just like numb me from the neck down.
Also,
give me one of those things that the women get. What are they called? When they're having the baby, they shoot it in their spine.
Epidural.
Epidural. Yeah. Can you just give me one of those so like I can't feel anything from the neck down, but I can still talk, and then I can be on GMS while you're doing the surgery.
Happy you're here, Sean, because I was gonna be like, a C-section?
Excuse me, can I have a C-section, please? I would really like one of those. I don't think it's fair that only girls can have.
I really thought Mike was talking about a C-section. Legitimately. So, that was an interesting adventure. So there you go. All right, takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. What is something you learned from today's show? And then we were going to send you over to Polly Mayo, who's playing Motorsport Manager for Nintendo. It's been a while since Polly Mayo has been on Twitch, so we'll send you over there. You can say good morning from GMS, if you'd be so kind. Takeaways that were pretty okay. Of course, Kate said that Mike getting pizza on Thursday is a takeaway that's pretty okay. Takeaway from KJ: we are all very strong. We all have very strong opinions about fast food joints. That's true. Dr. Chick earlier had told us I do like bath bombs in the bath. That's good. K-Laugh said I can get behind the decision. Can't have cold pizza for breakfast on Friday if you don't have hot pizza for dinner earlier in the week. That's true. Let's see. Anyone else have a takeaway that was pretty okay? It was Bubsy who said my takeaway is don't mistreat zebras and expect peace. I think that's fair. Takeaway from Chris, my takeaway is that Megan deserves more than the Billy Thundergun Award. We can only do so much, Chris. So we provided the Billy Thundergun Award to a deserving Megan. But yes, hopefully a good recovery for you, Megan, out of surgery. And K-Laugh said, takeaway, 1 hour GMS is not enough. Looking forward to tomorrow's show. Yes, me too. I wrote Halloween down. Oh, no, I wrote that after the fact. My takeaway was Gelasio. Now let me remember what that meant. Maybe it was a Gelasio. Gelasio, it was a soccer term. It was a term for a really good goal. Anyway, it had to do with one of our birthdays. Either Jermaine Defoe, and I think that was the one, or Trent Alexander-Arnold, because they're a footballer, and they had a situation one time that involved that term that I just wrote down poorly. All right, go say good morning from GMS to Polly Mayo. They're in follower, subscriber only chat. So if you want to at least hang around this morning and say hi, Polly Mayo have enjoyed. Gosh, Polly, I first found maybe in the first couple weeks of GMS even existing. Variety streamer, Tetris master, and has a podcast as well, is a podcast producer. So if you're able, please say good morning from GMS. We certainly would appreciate it. If not, we will see you tomorrow as we do Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, at GamingMorningShow.tv. Thank you for being here for the final 5-minute crew. Thank you for checking in earlier, Kiki. Everyone who's been here, you are all the best. Thank you so much. We'll see you again on Friday. For Mike, for Austin, for Sean, I'm Hefty Goof. It's been a lot of fun.